Maybe she thought it was a chick, because that does happen from
yeah.
time to time at a restaurant with like a server or somebody coming up from behind.
How you ladies doing tonight?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's it's happened more than a couple times. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get you ladies started.
I love Jerry's laugh way more than.
It's the birdie play, y'all.
Let's go. Arian Foster for birdie. The 35-year-old. Out of Houston, Texas, steps up.
No.
And,
37.
37.
Yeah, I thought
that
you meant
sounds right.
Are we recording?
Good luck,
Yes.
Arian.
Yep.
Good luck. Here's the roll.
Strong
Looks like
break.
He did not account for that break. That's tough.
They're laughing at him.
Wow, that was tough. The white boys are laughing.
Arian's leaning right.
Like always.
The red shorts are a choice too.
These are orange, Eric.
Oh, they're orange. Okay, I'm sorry. It's very bright out there.
Yeah, that's a strong orange.
You've got the Scotty Scheffler bottom.
Okay, yeah, those are
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, prison orange.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler bottoms. Okay,
Scheffler.
yeah, it took me a second.
Okay, we're starting our nano dose right now. It's Tuesday. It's the day after Memorial Day. Hope you guys had a good one, a safe one. Arian's out on the golf course right now. We got Jerry in the studio. We're doing voicemails. Arian is wearing the orange shorts. Arian, you probably haven't seen the Scotty Scheffler video, but it just came out online. There's like an across the street camera angle of Scotty Scheffler and the police interaction, and it's just him making a calm left turn, and then a cop running up to him and like grabbing onto the door, and then that's it.
Okay, so it's
And
back
then a
to
bunch of
fuck
other
the
cops
police.
come
Okay,
up.
I'm with it. Free Scotty.
Yeah,
It does seem like fuck the police.
the fact that he wrote in the report that he got dragged and he suffered abrasions and he destroyed his pants is very, very funny after you see the video. Unless there's something that we don't see.
A police
I don't know.
officer
Again-
lying? I don't believe it.
And we're waiting for the facts to come out because we don't have all the angles just yet.
True.
But we're doing voicemails. I'm told that we got some riddles that were sent to us. So, Jerry, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
It's coming out on Tuesday. So we're recording this right now on Thursday. And we should have some good riddles. So let's get them fired up.
Okay, not all of them are riddles. There's a couple.
Okay.
Also, some of them were like the Friday horse one.
I hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
What is exactly a riddle? Like a rhyme?
It's a good question because there's probably people listening right now that don't know what a riddle is. So thank you for asking, Jerry. A riddle is like a brain teaser. So
we have to solve a problem or solve
Yeah.
other things, solve something.
yeah, so the classic one is what is black and white and red all over?
Black and white and red all over.
Talking to the mic, Jerry.
Black and white, red all over. Black and white, red all over. I don't know.
A newspaper.
See, when
It's
I
not
was
red,
young
it's black
and they
and
told me
white.
that,
It's red. People.
Oh,
It's red all over, yeah.
I'm never gonna get one of these, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
when I was young and they told me that, I said a dead zebra when I was young. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is, though.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll get lucky. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Obama with a sunburn.
There you go. There you go.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay, some of these are normal, some of these are riddles, so
Okay.
it's a mix. So we'll go this one first.
Hey, it's Anthony from Tacoma, Washington. I have a question. The Apple Music just dropped its top 100 album. What do you feel like got left off, or what could have been higher or lower? Thanks. Stay beautiful and stay handsome.
I thought The Art of the Deal, the audiobook by Donald Trump, should have been on there.
Agreed.
Crime that it was left out. It's still bizarre to me that the top 6, it was like number 6 Frank Ocean. Or no,
5. He was top 5.
Number 6 Stevie Wonder Songs in the Key of Life. Number 5 Frank Ocean.
I didn't even know Frank Ocean was around anymore.
That's what I said. Hadn't heard from
Yeah.
him in years.
Yeah.
He has the number 5 album of all time, Jerry.
No way.
Yeah.
What would be your like top 3 albums, Jerry?
Top 3. Notorious B.I.G.
Ready to Die, Life After Death.
Ready to Die. The 50 Cent one that he has, the In the Club.
Mm-hmm.
That was a banger for me. 3. I really like Jay-Z a lot.
Yeah.
So one of his albums.
Still?
He's
an Illuminati guy.
Well, yeah, I know, but I really like his music.
Separate the art from the artist.
I retract that.
Okay.
Kanye West. One of the I think top 5 album in the history of rap.
Which one?
The Good Morning one.
Graduation.
Yeah.
Graduation.
Not in the top 100.
That's great. And Frank Ocean is.
Mhm.
Number
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah, we
pretty crazy.
talked about this last week.
Top 5 is absolutely insane.
I'm a big Kanye guy.
Yeah.
Still? Or?
No, when it comes to rhyming and
Right,
rapping,
right.
You have love in your heart for Kanye.
Of course. I also think Kim did him very dirty.
In what way?
I just think like Kanye is genuinely a really good person, and like she's addicted to all this fame. And Kanye's not a fame guy. He's really not a fame guy. He's not with the glitz and glamour like she was. But I think she ruined his life. I think she probably got him medicated, probably shot him up with drugs from doctors and stuff like that. And that's probably when he went crazy.
He's not going to say what kind of doctor it is.
It's a Jewish doctor.
That's an interesting case. I do feel like Kanye likes doing flashy stuff, but
Yes.
I think he does the flashy stuff because he's a very eccentric guy. And,
Yes,
and kind of a weirdo. I don't think he does it to increase like his brand.
No, I don't think so either. I definitely think she had something to do with his little downfall.
That's why he moved out to like Montana or
I
whatever.
think it's Wyoming, right? In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just get away from Kim.
Yeah. She is not a good person, I don't think.
Yeah, when they booed her at the Tom Brady roast, you love that.
Oh yeah.
You love that shit.
I got that bookmarked, I think.
Yeah. So we did talk about this on Wednesday's show, what we would have put in our top 5. But yeah, it's just absurd looking at that, seeing the albums that they had. And it's just designed to have people get angry at a list.
Who put it out?
Apple.
Okay.
So yeah, they put these out and they just say, okay, we're trying to get people to get mad about it. Because if you put out a list, when was the last time a list went viral? Because everybody was like, this is such a good list.
Never happens.
I love this list. Yeah.
You think Frank Ocean paid Apple?
Might have. We need
good viral marketing.
We need to look into that. It definitely album sales went up.
Lauryn Hill too.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill was number 1. Miseducation. Good album. I would not have it top 10. Probably not have it top 20. Top 50, I would have it. But number 1.
What would be your top 3?
My top 3. My top 3. I would probably put the White Album from the Beatles in there. Kid Rock, American Badass.
Mm-hmm.
And then what would be my 3rd?
You Nirvana guy?
Nirvana's okay. I honestly think Rage Against the Machine self-titled is one of the greatest albums of all time. Songs in the Key of Life would probably be my top 3 too, by Stevie Wonder. It's a fucking great album.
You know he's blind.
Is he?
He's not?
There are allegations
Really?
that Stevie's not totally blind.
Oh, you haven't heard the Shaq story?
No.
So they lived like in the same building.
I'm thinking the same guy, right? He plays the piano.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Blind
okay.
Stevie
So
Wonder.
they-
yes.
Big black glasses.
Yes.
Okay,
they lived
cool.
in like the same building in Atlanta. And Shaq said he was walking onto the elevator one time, didn't say anything, and Stevie Wonder was on the elevator. He goes, "What's up, Shaq?"
That's weird.
And have you seen there's a basketball video of him like dribbling a basketball?
So do you think this whole thing is like...
So we
And I
all
think he
made up?
shoots it. Does he shoot it and make it?
I'm going to look up another one because there's a different Stevie Wonder video that I'm thinking of. But the allegation is that Stevie Wonder, he might be hard of seeing, might be partially blind.
Not fully blind.
Not fully blind, but for a long time.
Because I never seen him with a stick.
Right, he's usually got somebody that walks
Yeah.
him. He's got like a human stick.
Yeah.
Like-
I've never actually seen him with... I've seen blind kids on the street with a stick, and they tap the sidewalk and stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
Stevie's so rich that he has a dude that he pays to be
Yeah.
his stick that walks around with. But the allegation is that for a long time, there were a lot of famous black musicians that were blind. And it almost became like a trope or like a genre, like, oh, this is like Ray Charles. There's a lot of old blues singers.
I mean,
And so-
how many were there? I can only think of like 2.
There's Blind Willie Hubbard? There's like 3 or 4 very famous blues musicians.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, and so the allegation is that he really leaned into his blindness because a guy that can play piano like that can write songs like that, and he's also blind, it makes it a little bit more interesting.
Easier to go get some fame, too.
Yeah, exactly. So that they're saying maybe he is partially blind. Now look at this. Here's a video of him on stage. A microphone stand falls down, and then he catches it and brings it back up.
Wow.
Watch this again. Paul McCartney on stage. He's singing. He walks off stage, knocks the mic stand down. Stevie reaches out, catches it, lifts it back up.
That's interesting.
Very interesting, right?
I would love to like put him to the test. You know,
What would you do? Just like put cones in front of him as
No,
he's
just-
walking down the hallway?
maybe like him be like 10 feet apart and just like throw darts or something like that and see if he could block him or whatever.
Darts?
Yeah, maybe not darts. Maybe baseball or something.
Yeah.
No, that might be worse. Maybe a balloon or something.
Well, so, like just toss him basketball.
Yeah, see what happens.
Just like
You
casual.
know what you should do? Invite him on Part of My Take. See if he can get on there and just like leave the door closed and see if he would open it.
Okay.
Like the room's right here. You go in,
yeah.
close it, see if
Uh-huh.
he would open it.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. We got to get to the bottom of these allegations.
Stevie Wonder, how old?
67.
74.
Oh, is he? He looks great for 74.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're not blind.
Hey, PFT, you mentioned the Beatles' White Album. Have you ever heard, because you know Jay-Z had one of his best albums of all time called the Black Album. Have you heard what they call the Gray Album, where it's the Beatles beats over Jay-Z's rhymes?
Yeah, it's really good.
That shit is hard. Yeah, that shit is dope.
It's very good. Also, Jay-Z stole the Black Album from Metallica.
I can see that.
Metallica had the Black Album.
Yeah, I was a Metallica fan.
Yeah. There's also, Rick Rubin, the producer, right? The dude with the beard?
Oh, yeah.
Legendary guy. He produced 99 Problems. He's produced Beastie Boys. He's done Metallica. He's worked with everybody. I saw a clip of an interview with him on 60 Minutes, and he was saying he does not play any instruments. He doesn't know how to operate any recording equipment. But he's a producer because they think he just has such great taste in music. They bring him into the studio and they just have him hang out and tell the band, like, hey, you should do this part there
Wow.
and that part there. There's also allegations that he might be a Fed or working for the Feds.
What would that do though?
I don't know. We're going to have to dig deeper into it. I just started to scratch the surface of this morning. But it goes way back. Like he was present for a murder at Henry Rollins' house a long time ago. Some weird dicey stuff happened there. I don't know.
Arian was talking about the Beatles beats and Jay-Z songs. Do y'all remember the Magic iPod?
No.
Oh, you didn't know about this? So it appears it no longer exists, which really sucks because this is perfect for us. It's a bunch of rap songs and then a bunch of like the whitest songs ever. So it has like 99 Problems and then All Star by Smash Mouth or like Evanescence. And it would pick songs that you could play the rap song over the white people song, and it sounded awesome. And it was really cool, and it looks like it doesn't exist anymore.
So is it mashups or is it just the actual songs?
Both.
Oh, you have both of them on there.
Yeah, it would be playing both at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, and that sounded really cool.
Where can we find this?
It's I'm on an archive that has the web page, but it doesn't work.
Maybe eBay.
Well,
eBay.
it's like it was a website.
Oh. Well, maybe somebody bought it on the website and selling it on eBay.
I feel like Reddit might have that.
That's where I found the archive, but I can't find I think the website's defunct,
I need
which
that.
sucks because it was so good.
I need that. Nothing like a good mashup. All right, next voicemail.
Hey guys, this is Colton from Birmingham. Got a quick riddle for y'all. So you're a prisoner and you're in a room with 2 doors and 2 guards. One of the doors takes you to freedom, the other one takes you to a guillotine. You don't know which one is which, but the guards know. And one of these guards always lies, the other one always tells the truth. You don't know which one is which, but they know it about each other. You have to choose one of the doors, but before you get a single question to one of the guards. What is the question that you ask to find the door that leads to freedom? That's all I got. Stay gorgeous, stay handsome. Love the pod.
Okay. Can you repeat that? I feel like we should hear this one more time.
Yeah, so I have it spelled out here.
Okay.
So, I also have the answer, so we can actually figure it out. You are a prisoner in a room with 2 doors and 2 guards. Okay. So visualize.
Mm-hmm.
One of the doors will guide you to freedom, and behind the other door is a hangman. You don't know which is which, but the guards do. One of the guards always tells the truth, and the other always lies. You don't know which one is the truth teller or the liar. However, both guards know which guard is telling the truth. You have to choose and open one of these doors. and you can only ask a single question to one of the guards. What do you ask to find the door leading to freedom?
Oh shit.
That's easy. You ask them like a simple question, like what color is the sky on a, is the sky ever, some outlandish color or something like that. You can figure out which
But
one. Oh wait, but then nope, never.
Right, but
that
then
doesn't
that's
lead
your
to which
question.
door.
You're right.
Because I was thinking you ask, like, do you tell the truth? And then if he said yes, you would know that's the right one. If he said, oh, wait, but they would both say yes.
What about this one? You ask the guards, if I walk through this door, will I die? And then if the guard says no, then you know that is the liar.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
they would both say no.
Wait. Because you are eventually going to die. And if the cop says no, then he's lying to you.
Hang on.
You will
Flesh this out
eventually
for
die.
me?
If I walk through this door, will I die?
You're overthinking.
I'm trying to trick the guard. Yeah.
Right. Because if you asked, is the guillotine behind this door? They would both say no. The guy who's telling the truth, if he's guarding...
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily, I guess, because the guy who's telling the truth could be guarding the one that has it. Or, excuse me. Hang on.
I feel like we're missing something that's like buried in this question.
Right.
Read
it one more time. I'd like to hear it again, Jeff.
We get each riddle 3 times.
I'd like to hear it again,
3
Jeff.
times.
Also, please don't call me Jeff. Don't compare me to him. You are a prisoner in a room with 2 doors and 2 guards.
Correct.
One of the doors will guide you to freedom, and behind the other door is a hangman. You don't know which is which, but the guards do know. One of the guards always tells the truth, and the other always lies. You don't know which one is the truth teller or the liar. However, both guards know each other. You have to choose and open one of these doors, but you can only ask a single question to one of the guards. What do you ask to find the door leading to freedom?
Why can't you just wait until their day is done or their shift is done?
That's a good point.
So that's
That's a good
one of
point.
people say that's one of the things, but that kind of like.
So if you ask one of them, is that cop? You just get one question.
You'd get
See,
one.
you could get to who the liar and,
you could.
and the truth teller is, but then you've used your question. Now, if it was one question to each of the guards,
Then it's easy.
you'd get it done easy.
Yeah.
I have the answer.
Do we want to give up?
No.
Not yet,
Okay.
Eric. Not yet.
All right. So you ask one of the guards.
You got to ask a question.
You got to ask a question that tells you which door is safe. Is this door safe? To one of the guards, one of them would say yes if it was safe. The other would say no.
Can it be
If
a
it's not
compound
safe.
question, or is that two questions?
It's the answer that I'm seeing is not a compound question.
Is this guard would this guard tell me this door was safe? If they say,
Okay, you might be on the right track.
would this cop tell me if that door was safe?
You're getting there.
If you ask one of the cops, would your buddy tell me if this door was safe to go through? And if I'm asking that question to the honest cop, he would say no.
Well, we have to establish which door he's guarding.
No, you don't.
Wait. Yeah. So, okay, bear with me. All right, I'm going to do like visual exercise here. Jerry's the liar. Big T tells the truth. I ask Big T, would this cop tell me if that door was safe? If it is safe, Big T would say no. If it wasn't safe, Big T would say he would tell you it was. Does that get us any further? Now, if I ask that question to Jerry and he's the liar, would this cop tell me if the door was safe? Then Jerry, if it is safe, Jerry would say no if it was safe. For me to go through.
Why wouldn't we ask them what door would you walk through?
because if I'm asking the liar that,
Because you don't know which one.
the lie,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I think that's the answer, because I think if I get a no, then that's the right door to go through. If I get a yes, then it's the wrong door to go through.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, so the answer is, the question you should ask is, if I asked what door would lead to freedom, what door would the other guard point to?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, good job, Eric.
job,
Clap it up.
Okay,
Clap
we
it up
got
for
it.
Eric.
Let's go. One for one on riddles today.
Love that.
All right, next one.
My brain hurts.
That's a good one though.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Felix Esparza. I'm here in Central Texas. I'm a biology teacher fighting the good fight, trying to teach this youth. This last episode, you kept on saying poisonous snakes, and that just kind of bugged me a little bit. What I tell my students is, if you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. Pretty easy to remember. And I had a riddle, because I know y'all talked about riddles. This is a simple one. I just wanted to clarify that poisonous, venomous kind of thing. Just bugged me a bit, but here's the riddle. It's pretty easy, so I hope y'all get it. What has 4 letters, sometimes has 9 letters, but never has 5 letters? I'll repeat it one more time. What has 4 letters, sometimes 9, but never 5? Hope y'all have a good time. Thanks for being cool podcast. Enjoy the rest of y'all time. Bye.
That's not a question, it's a statement. What, W-H-A-T,
Yeah.
has 4 letters. Sometimes, S-O-M-E-T-I-M-E-S, has 9. Never has 5. N-E-V-E.
Oh shit! Big T got
See,
it.
that was really good.
That was
Yeah.
that was way too easy.
I would have never got
Damn.
that.
No, me neither.
I was thinking of words.
I was like a mailbox.
Yeah. I was thinking of like wife, then mistress. It's like, fuck.
Oh, Big T.
That was easy.
You sniffed that one out. When did you know?
As soon as he said sometimes, I was like, sometimes 9, what? Yeah, and that was okay.
That's a good riddle. That's a good one. Use that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
Arian, how we shooting?
Oh, I just parred the last 2 holes. This par 3 right here, but I left the face open. I got about a 20-yard chip. It's been high though. We'll see.
All right. We're playing better once we're on the stream. Under pressure.
Crew, this is Grant from Detroit.
Hey, Grant.
I just had a question about music. So as I'm recording this is Tuesday. Yesterday, Monday, I saw that PFT was talking about how he thinks that The Decline by NoFX is the best punk song ever written, which I'd never heard before, but I went and listened to it, and I might actually agree with that. But it got me wondering what the rest of the crew would say is the best song ever written for their respective favorite genres. So Aryan, hip-hop, or R&B, or songs that get white folks bumping at the function, Big T, country, rock, PFT, probably ska. I don't know. You seem like a ska guy. And then Mad Dog and Mackenzie, pop, I would assume. But yeah, just wanted to get your guys' take on that and get some more music recs, hopefully. So
That feels offensive.
Mad Dog McKenzie, something written by a chick.
Is that Harrison Butker on the call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Harrison Butker?
I think he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Jerry.
we all have a right. We all have a right to say things. The fact that he's a kicker makes it kind of weird.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
did you see the Kansas City newspaper wants them to cut him and sign a woman to kick?
That's so funny. That's fake.
It was a real opinion piece.
That's got to be fake.
They said sign Sarah Fuller, or there's apparently a girl at the University of Manitoba
Of
who
course,
kicks.
of course.
So they
yeah.
said sign her.
Okay, she's good enough to kick in the NFL. Yeah.
And be the second best kicker.
What
Yeah.
did he? What was? I didn't watch the full thing.
Uh-huh.
What exactly did he say wrong?
Okay, so I think it was more about the time and the place of it. You're
Okay.
at a college graduation.
Yes, I
and
know
so
that.
like half the crowd is women that just worked
Yeah.
hard to get their degree, and he was like, the most important role of all that you need to embrace is being a homemaker.
That's not what he said.
Okay.
I'll find the quote.
Okay.
It says your life My wife's life didn't start until she took up her vocation of being a homemaker.
No,
and
he
a
said
wife.
she would say that.
So is that just being a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And stay-at-home moms are important. Stay-at-home
For
dads
sure.
are important. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it's good if your family can swing it and that's
Yeah.
what you want to do. I think it was just more about the fact that that he plays maybe the gayest position of
Yeah,
all,
true.
kicker, and he's lecturing people on how to be straight.
He said, this is the quote. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross the stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. So I don't think that women in college are most excited about getting married.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that's like an older
At
thing.
a private, tiny Catholic school, I would bet he's probably correct. And whether he's correct or incorrect, he didn't say what most people say he said.
No, but his inference was that, and by all the like right wing cheering on afterwards, that's exactly what it was. And who are you to assert what a woman is or isn't going to be excited about? One, two, his mother's a PhD, so it's like you should be encouraging people to want the best for themselves, not asserting what it is for them. It's silly shit.
I think the diabolical lie part was interesting too, because he is implying there is he's saying there's a diabolical lie, which is in this case that women should be concerned about their careers and not excited about becoming a homemaker.
He also said that it's a sin to have Pride Month and that homosexuality is a sin. After then, some rumors started swirling about his endeavors in the past, but that's an alleged.
Yeah, it is. It's alleged.
Would it be okay if a woman said these things?
It's a great question, Jerry.
So let's think about that. If there's a woman, Alex Morgan.
Yeah.
She's on stage.
She's on the body armor bottle.
She's on the body armor bottle right here.
Yep.
She's on stage at your graduation. She's like, you men have had a diabolical lie told to you.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing that you do could very well end up being a stay-at-home dad. Then
I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like it. But also, there's a big difference in telling a man that and then telling a woman that, because a lot of women for a very long time have been like, okay, well, you're going to be a homemaker, and that's it. But again, the fact that it's a kicker, and have you seen? There's some interesting. I'll just say there's some interesting videos of Harrison Butker out there.
Yeah, look him up.
Harrison Butker. Mm-hmm. But Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid were basically like, we have different opinions in the locker room, and that's fine. It is very funny that there's newspapers being like, you should cut this guy and sign a woman. Like, you think a football team?
He's a pretty good kicker.
He's
too.
a really good
I
kicker.
want them to do that. Actually,
He was
I
on my
really want
fantasy
them
team
to
last
do
year.
that.
Are you dropping him?
No, I don't give a fuck with that. Score points. I don't give a fuck what you think.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So
shut up and kick.
No, you can say whatever you want to and kick. I just don't give a fuck. Like, score points. I think it's stupid, but score points. Do you there?
Separate the art from the artist.
it's also funny to imagine that Travis probably had to have a conversation with Taylor about this at some point. She's like, "Did you see what your kicker said?
Yeah.
Did you see that?" What do
The
you
good
think
news
about that?
is we finally found the line to draw with the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, perfectly fine. This guy, sign a woman.
I'm also anti-Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I didn't hear anybody talking about Tyreek Hill.
a lot of people. What do you mean? A lot of people
crazy.
did.
I don't
Big
think
T.
anyone is pro
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
I think a lot of Chiefs fans were pro Tyreek Hill that are now anti Harrison Butker.
I think a lot of Chiefs fans are like score points in football games,
Yeah.
win football games. But yeah, people being like, where was the outrage when Mike Vick did this? where was the outrage when Deshaun Watson sexually assaulted
I'm
allegedly?
also anti-Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
All bad.
Okay, the fact
All
that
bad.
the fact
All bad guys.
it was bad timing because it was in like a dip in the NFL news cycle.
Yeah.
And it's also bad timing at a graduation.
Yeah,
Like, it's
at a graduation.
just
Bad timing because we didn't have anything else to talk about, and bad time because it was a kicker.
That's the only thing it is. He said almost the exact same thing at Georgia Tech a year or two ago.
Yeah.
He spoke at their graduation and said like,
Why is everybody asking Harrison Butker to talk at their graduation?
well, he went to Georgia Tech, so I guess.
I would be fucking pissed if I was graduating from college and Harrison Butker was speaking.
But he said something very similar and nobody cared.
Also, nobody pays attention to commencement speeches unless somebody says something controversial.
True.
I think a lot of girls now or women are like into football now because of Taylor Swift too. So like they're like, oh,
Especially
why is this football player?
Especially
saying
because he's
this?
on the Chiefs.
And he's on the Chiefs, so
Yeah.
they might like recognize his name.
Travis
now.
definitely going home and be like, I only hung out with him like twice, and I didn't want to, and it sucked, and I was trying to get out of there.
Also, I'm gonna say something easy to make fun of him. Butt kick. Like,
Yeah,
butt is in his last name.
True.
Butt liquor.
Yeah.
What's going on with Diddy?
Not good, Jared.
Bad guy.
Not
Also.
good.
How is this guy not in jail?
Let me ask you, what do you think is going on with Diddy?
Oh, I think he either paid out of it or gave up something way bigger.
I think it might be a little. He was an informant, and so he was getting dirt on a lot of people,
Okay.
and so they're protecting him for some reason.
See, he's getting protected somehow, some way.
Yeah. Well, the fact that video just came out tells me that somebody is done with him.
Well, now that video came out. Did they seize that video from his house?
I don't know where they got it from, but it was
Because the timing makes sense if they seized it from his house and then it comes out a couple weeks, months, month later.
well,
whatever.
it was a hotel camera,
Yes.
so multiple people had to see this.
I heard Diddy bought that video for $50K.
That's a steal if you're Diddy.
Yeah.
That video is worth way more than
Yeah.
50 grand.
I heard he bought it for, now who knows? I could get I get my news from TikTok. So
Uh-huh.
I heard he bought the video for $50,000 from the hotel company, brought it to his house, has the tape, never discarded it. They found it in the raid and they released it.
It's psycho behavior to not destroy that if you're
Yeah.
Diddy.
I
Like,
know.
did he watch it every now and again?
Who knows? Maybe he gets off on that type of stuff.
I don't know, but the fact that it got released, that somebody put it out there, tells me that there's somebody that is done protecting Diddy.
Who's that person though?
I don't know, but it does seem like bad guy. He's been a bad guy. Everybody knew about it, kept their mouth shut.
Yeah. Now, do these people, like, when they go to these parties, is it like you have to sign NDAs at all these big Hollywood events and stuff?
I don't know. Aaron, you hung out with Diddy.
How you gonna say some shit like that, man?
They starred in a movie.
Yeah, you were
together.
coworkers.
We was in the same movie. Never met him, cuz. Not once. Piece of shit.
Have you ever been to a party that has NDAs at the door?
Nah, I would never go to no shit like that.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird, right?
I heard that's big in Hollywood.
So we had to sign an NDA when we went to Dan Bilzerian's house, just to interview him, which is really weird because we're there to do an on the record interview. They're like, sign this NDA first. So for that reason, I don't think I can talk about how the interview went. But let me just say that we chose not to air the interview.
Okay.
All right, new voicemail.
Wait, we never answered the question. We got off on a tangent.
Oh, we did?
It was like best song.
Oh,
on
best
each
song.
genre.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
Shoot.
Okay.
How
all
did
right.
we get?
All right, so Big T, you were country.
Yeah, I mean that's so hard. Like best song. I don't. People are gonna say like George Strait or something. I'm
He said
not
best
personally
song
not
ever
like the
written.
biggest.
I wrote
Right.
that- I
So
wrote that
like
thing.
I think a lot of people would say something George Strait or George Jones or like something like that.
Maybe Amarillo by Morning by George Strait.
Yeah, like all those are great. Like my personal favorites aren't probably like what you would consider the greatest. Maybe like Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. Would that satisfy both? Like I really love that song and I feel like people would be like that's a great song.
Yeah. Did he write it?
Maybe.
That's the thing about country music. A lot of these guys don't write their own songs, which is fine.
I think back in 80s and 90s they all did.
Oh no, I think in the 90s a lot of them were written by like Nashville songwriters.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Arian, your greatest song.
Live Like You Were Dying was written by two guys I've never heard of.
Two more
That's a
minutes.
shame.
Let me ponder a little bit more.
I'll go.
Okay, Jerry.
Do Eminem, Stan.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
Good. Put this delicately, Jerry. Do you see any of yourself in that song?
Yeah.
With like
Could.
some of the players that you really admire.
Yeah. Just waiting on something, just hoping for an auto, picture, dinner.
I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Play Madden sometimes.
It's true. It's true. Everything's coming together now.
Yeah. No. It's funny because Jerry, I think you've kind of slowed down on the DMs recently.
They ramped up.
Who are we DMing these days?
Sierra, Russ.
Wait, you didn't ask Russ about the thing that you were talking about yesterday.
No.
Okay.
That's private. No, TJ's been responding heavy lately though, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, but with Russ, it's more like big fan of yours.
Yeah, it's just like can't wait for week 1. Can't wait for you to prove the doubters wrong.
Who's the dream DM response outside of like TJ Watt, like that crew?
Dream.
Diddy? Kanye?
No.
Give me a male and a female.
Troy.
No. I'm trying to just
Big
make sure
Ben?
I get it right. No, not Big Ben. No.
Not a Steelers player.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, there's an obvious answer.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
You know my stance.
Yeah.
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 Female. Female, I would say dream.
Wait.
The response could go something like Jerry.
No. The DM would be like, "Hey there, 45. It's Jersey Jerry."
Oh, Trump.
The response would be like, "You're a tremendous supporter, one of the best, funny guy, great guy. Thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of our tremendous movement." Right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Female's tough because I'm not like I'm not a not that I'm not like I don't like have fans that would be like female. I don't know. It'd be like tough for me.
You're not a fan of any woman out there?
Not like I'm trying to think like content wise or something like I don't know.
Livy Dunn? Are you a Livy Dunn guy?
No, not really. I don't get really the hype. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I got one. Serena. I love Serena.
Williams?
Yeah. I love Serena Williams.
Have you hit her up?
No.
You should.
I'm a big fan of Serena.
She can't respond if you don't DM.
True.
It's Venus who's a fan of
Nikki
of
Clicky.
Nick Tyrannic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who is it? Who isn't?
She followed him on Twitter, and then they were DMing for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Lucky Venus.
That's
Huh?
awesome.
That's crazy.
What?
I said Lucky Venus, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have you met them?
I met Serena once. I was at the ESPYs 2010. I was up for some award. And at the time I was with a shorty, and she walks by the dress and we say hello. And I was like, "Hey, yo." She was like, "Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's different. Yeah. It's okay to look."
Who'd be yours, Eric?
Somebody to respond in DMs?
Yeah, one guy, one girl.
We'll just tell a story real quick. I think it was like right when I started. No, it was before I started Part of My Take. I'm pretty sure. Mia Khalifa was moving to Austin,
Okay.
where I lived at the time.
Wow.
And I got a notification on my phone that Mia Khalifa followed me.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's interesting. And then she started DMing me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And she was like, yeah, I'm moving to Austin. We should hang out. Where do you like to go party? And I was like, what's going on right now? This is like bizarre.
Yeah.
And so I wrote her back. I think I said like, oh, here's some good neighborhoods to check out or something like that. And then didn't hear back from her for a while. And then once we started getting Part of My Take going, the Caps started doing really well in the playoffs. She's a big Caps fan.
Okay.
So it's like, you're a big DC sports fan. Come on Part of My Take. I think she said that she would be down to do it. And then I didn't hear back from her. Then I hit her up like a couple years later and I was like, hey, do you want to come on Part of My Take? And then she just completely ghosted me at that point.
Wow. Interesting.
But yeah, at one point, I think Mia Khalifa was trying to say what's up.
I think at one point, yeah, she might have wanted you to star in a video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm not really your type.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been.
I mean, there was all respect. Does she have a type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. They don't look like me.
Fair enough.
I'm talking about in the videos at least. I don't know what her proclivity is outside.
Are you talking about girth wise?
Yeah, I'm talking about just penis size.
Gotcha.
Like I'm way too
Gotcha.
small to fuck. Yeah, way too small. But Yeah, I think she only did videos for like 6 months, and she filmed a bunch of them. And then the people that owned the rights to the videos just kept releasing them over and over and over again. But the dream DM response.
What about a guy? For a guy.
For a guy, I mean, I'm all in on Jaden Daniels right now.
That'd be easy for you though.
All in, Jaden.
That's easy.
Yeah, somebody a little bit higher than that.
Have you talked to Tom DeLonge before?
No, Tom DeLonge. Yeah, Tom DeLonge. Come on the podcast. The singer of Blink-182. He's the guy that, Jerry, he is responsible for getting all those alien UFO videos released through like the Senate and
Really?
Yeah, in the House. He's been saying for years like aliens are real. We've seen aliens. We have documented evidence. And he worked for like 10 years on this, maybe even longer. Was talking to people in the military and people in Congress and got them to a point where they had to release some of the videos of like UFO encounters.
Was he threatening them with anything?
I don't think he was threatening them. Like, what am I going to do? Like, write a song about you and call you dickhead?
Yeah, true.
But I think he was just saying, like, the people know it's time to put it out there. Let's do it in a responsible manner. So I think that's why they're like slowly releasing day by day. Like, oh, here's a video that's a little bit more in focus than the last one.
Wow.
But yeah, Tom DeLonge would be awesome. Good answer. Thank you. That was McKinsey, right?
Yeah.
Good point, McKinsey.
That's awesome.
I would love to just talk to him about aliens.
Try to get him on Macrodosing.
I actually had
tried.
I had somebody reach out to him last week because I know they're going on tour. I think they're coming through Chicago for Lala. It would be great to have him on the pod just to talk about aliens and shit.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
The work that he's done is like really, really fantastic. So I think we're reaching out not through his band, but through his alien proof company. All right, so
Also, what's your favorite ska song?
my favorite
or
ska
like
song.
genre song?
My favorite ska song of all time. That's a very good question. There's so many good ones. I think my favorite is probably "Everybody's Better" by the Bosstones. I think it's a good representation of. It's like ska reggae. It's got a little bit of both in there. That's a good one. "One Cup of Coffee" by Bob Marley. That's a ska song. That's another great one. "Pressure Drop" by Toots and the Maytals, and "The Harder They Come" by Jimmy Cliff. The harder they come, harder they fall, one and all. He made a movie about that song. That is like the Jamaican Scarface. It's pretty interesting.
I got my song real quick. It's not hip hop. I've said it before on this podcast.
Ooh.
It's "A Song for You" by Donny Hathaway. So beautifully written that I don't think anything else can touch it for me.
A song for you?
"Song for You."
Okay. I'll check it out. I'm going to write it down.
Kenzie, do you have one?
I was gonna say like recency bias, probably "The Black Dog" by Taylor Swift.
Good one.
It's in like her new album, but that's just what came to my head right away.
I was gonna say "Champagne Problems" by Taylor Swift.
Do you guys cry when you listen to Taylor Swift?
If I'm like not well, I do.
Yeah.
Is it a good feeling when you cry listening to her?
No.
It depends. Usually it's not because I'm like.
If I'm crying to Taylor Swift, it's bad for your girl.
Does she write? I don't never listen to her really, but does she write like exclusively sad songs?
No,
not exclusively sad, but her sad ones are
Really
just, like,
sad.
They're very
sad.
like meaningful.
Yes,
Gotcha.
and it's like a lot of girls like me and Mackenzie relate.
I'm sure she has a lot of breakup songs.
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
When she breaks up with Travis, it's going to be a fucking
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
album.
Don't
never
put that out
happen.
there. They might be
It'll never
engaged
It's
right
going to
now.
be such a good album.
No, don't.
But yeah, I would say Taylor Swift is our genre.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, next one.
Oh, I thought of another one.
Oh, what?
"Party at Ground Zero" by Fishbone.
Say that first word again.
Party.
At.
Party at.
Okay,
Oh.
you said it as one word. I was like, does he say Pontiac?
Now, "Party at Ground Zero" by
Got it.
Fishbone.
2 words.
Fishbone is such a fucking cool band.
It sounds like a bad thing.
They're-
Party at Ground Zero.
Yeah, and it's like a happy sounding
Sounds
song.
pro.
okay.
Pro.
Yeah, it
Al Qaeda.
sounds like pro. Yeah.
No, it's a happy song
Okay.
about nuclear war Armageddon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
Somebody else had a party at Ground Zero. That's all I'm saying.
And the song came out before that. "Did He Know?" Like Biggie.
Wow.
Like Biggie.
Yeah, it's not good.
When he said "blow up like the World Trade."
I still want to know.
Wow, I forgot Biggie said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, was this after the first one?
Yeah, but
Oh,
people hear that and they're
okay.
like, "Oh, he's talking about not."
I still want to know how The Rock knew we killed Osama first.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who was leaking info to Dwayne?
I don't know.
People don't talk about that.
Why did he like tweet it first or something?
Yeah, The Rock tweeted like
I thought it was John Cena.
No, it was The Rock.
Good point, Mad Dog. John Cena came out at whatever wrestling event it was, and he was wearing his like jean shorts. Shirtless.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that was after it.
I'm here to announce we've caught and compromised to the fullest extent.
To a permanent end.
To a permanent end.
Yeah. But The Rock tweeted like 2 or 3 hours before it came out, like, I just heard some news that will shake America, like USA. And he knew somehow. I don't know who. You think Obama called The Rock? And was
might have,
was like, put this out.
He might have.
That'd be sick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to leak info.
Would you?
You want to be an insider?
Yeah.
What info would you leak? Like what? Let me ask it this way. What genre of news would you like to be an insider in?
I would like to be an insider to where it's like, because I think a lot of fucked up shit goes on in Hollywood, like leaking people doing bad things.
Okay.
Like so you want to be a Diddy insider?
Yeah, essentially.
Didsider.
Yeah.
So you want to find out about like the Harvey Weinstein thing? You want to be a person
I would
like
love
Harvey
stuff like
Weinstein.
that.
Okay,
yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, if you're a movie star and you know anybody that's doing bad shit, hit up Jerry. that would be awesome if you did.
Yeah.
All right, voicemail.
Oh, I just remember what y'all was talking about, leaking stuff or like eerie lyrics. Tupac died before Biggie, but he has a song where he says, "Rest in peace, motherfucking Biggie Smalls." Odd.
Well, weren't they all trying to kill each other?
Yeah, but it wasn't said like, "I'm going to kill him." It was more like he passed. If you listen to it, you'll understand.
So, Jerry, the theory that I'm working with, and Aaron, we've talked about this before. I think Diddy killed Biggie.
A lot of people do.
I think Diddy killed Biggie. All the behavior that we know about Diddy and the way he acted after Biggie died, I've read and watched a lot of true crime shit.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a guy that's trying very hard to stay around the story, to try to show everyone how sorry he is. He wrote a #1 song about Biggie dying, and then he spent the next like 2 years just like publicly being like, "Biggie, I miss you. Biggie, I miss you." I think Diddy had something. He might not have pulled the trigger.
Hired somebody.
I think he hired somebody, and then he killed that guy.
I could see that.
Well, he killed Tupac too, right?
No.
Did he?
No.
Yeah.
No. That was gang related from some LA shit.
But didn't because Diddy's son played at UCLA for Jim Mora, and then Jim Mora told some recruit like, "I know who killed Tupac."
Yeah.
And then something came out about Diddy and Tupac like fairly recently, and then people were like, "Oh, that's what Jim Mora meant."
I mean, that might be loosely connected, but no, that case has been solved like streetwise for a long time. It was Tupac jumped some dudes that was active in the LA scene in Las Vegas, and they retaliated. It was no conspiracies. I've heard all the conspiracies. Tupac was my favorite artist. I've heard all the conspiracies, but there's no steam behind it.
All right, we got another voicemail.
Hey, this is Connor from Philly suburbs. With all the horse racing going on, Preakness coming up this weekend, I was wondering, what would you guys name the horse that you owned? I saw somebody had some crazy names in the last one. One was named Domestic Product. Stuff like that. Just weird-ass names. Ready for it. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful. Thank you.
Name a horse.
I got a name.
What'd you name it?
Look back at it.
That rocks.
That's a great name for a horse. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be topped.
I was thinking Tea Time or Orange Lightning.
Orange Lightning. Orange Lightning is good. I like Orange Lightning. What about Race War?
I like that.
Race War, or just
that's strong.
That sounds like a Triple Crown winner.
Yeah. Or just racist. You just name a horse. You name a horse race, or no, just name it racism. You name your horse.
The winner of the Kentucky Derby is racism, which it usually is.
And down the stretch he comes, and racism making a late. And here comes racism. And then you got people in the stands be like, come on, racism. Yeah, I'm gonna bet on racism.
Yeah, give me the horse that's 3-1. Which one? There's two. The racism.
It's number 7. It's number 7 horse.
That's a good one.
Aaron?
I can't top those. Get the fuck out of here. I had mine all teed up, and I ain't touching that shit.
No, give it to us.
You gotta say
I was gonna say cocaine, but it's nowhere. Those are way cooler.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, like if he was pure white,
Mad
or
Dog?
cocaine, that'd be hard. But now y'all.
Mad Dog McKenzie, you got one?
No, I have nothing.
I think I would name it Buttercup. My mom's favorite song is "Build Me a Buttercup," so I just thought of
That's
that.
sweet.
But
Wait, Buttercup, wasn't that the name of the horse in...
It probably is one.
I think that was the name of the horse in Half Baked, that Dave Chappelle movie.
Oh, it might have
That Patton
been.
Oswalt kills with a chocolate
Yes,
bar.
bro.
No.
It was butterstuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here you go, Buttercup. Oh, you're a hungry boy.
But like names to me are my favorite because I grew up like going to Saratoga in the summers and I would just solely bet on the names that I liked. Like I would not look
Yeah.
at the odds whatsoever.
Well, it's
Like
not- yeah.
I would just look at the names.
Yeah.
So I love horses.
So you grew up going to the track, Mackenzie.
Yes.
So you were like, were you ever a horse girl or were you just a track girl?
No, just the track. Just like going.
like that.
Just going up to the track. Like people watching is the best because it's like you look one way and you see people dressed in like Kentucky Derby attire, and then the next there's like a guy in a wife beater.
Yeah.
Just like walking around.
How old were you when you picked your first horse?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd have to ask my parents. I don't know the first time we went up there. Maybe like 7 or 10.
I love
7
that.
to 10.
I love
in-
that.
in
Get him started young.
Yeah, exactly.
Look back at it. Love that shit.
Okay, next one.
Yep.
Fucking striped. by
Hey
the way.
y'all, my name is Owen. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the question that I have today is predominantly for Maddie and Mackenzie. So I'm currently in grad school right now, and obviously that takes up a lot of my time. But the only place that I really am able to kind of see girls outside of all the ones in my classes are at the gym. But it feels kind of wrong approaching them there. I guess my question then is for Maddie and Mackenzie again, is it like douchey or wrong to like approach a girl in the gym? To me, it just kind of gives like a bad vibe and gives me the ick. So I guess also if anybody else has an opinion, weigh in. Thank y'all so much. Love the show. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful.
I also want you guys to weigh in on what you think about this as well. I would not appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends. Like, if, I don't know, like if you've had a conversation before or like you're just randomly going up to her or you're like obviously not in like the middle of a workout. That's like super bizarre. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just depends. But it's like kind of annoying overall.
Just keep going up to her and be like, "You need a spot."
Yeah.
You need a spot? That's a heavy weight for such a small little lady.
Right. I'm also
Give you a hand
thinking
with
about like if a girl is wearing like leggings and a sports bra at the gym and then you're like going up to her and it's like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like it's hard to have a not awkward conversation. I feel like if you're getting approached at the gym.
Yes.
Not that that's ever happened to me, but
I feel like I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I would say probably 90% of guys are intimidated to some extent of making the first move.
Yeah.
I mean, I can never flirt. I can never pick up girls or anything like that. Like I just don't have it in me. So I never like tried, you know.
I feel like
because I'm always nervous. Like, oh, you know, back in the day, what would happen if this girl says no? I'll be devastated, you know.
Yeah, the fear of rejection.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the best place to do that would be at the at the entrance in the lobby. If you strike up a conversation there,
yeah, it's not,
then it's not that bad.
Yeah, she's not doing like a squat or like
or like on the treadmill.
But is there ever like a perfect time for a guy to approach a girl though?
Like outside of the gym?
If she's interested, anytime.
Anytime.
That's
yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Like okay, if this guy was like super hot, ripped, your type, seemed like a really awesome guy, like you wouldn't interact with him at all at the gym?
No way. Okay, well.
It's the looking
Yeah,
good Susan
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hello,
say it
human
that way.
resources.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be awkward then.
Well, yeah, if a stallion walked up to me,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would do something about that.
You just don't want flubby normal guys coming up
Yeah.
to you.
No,
Flubby,
No, not even that.
a normal guy coming up to a girl at the gym. Yeah, call the police.
No, it's a creepy guy.
You know what it is this year, right? It's a chubby boy summer.
Is it? Yeah. I heard it was short king summer.
Nah, that was last summer.
Dad bod. Dad bod.
Chet Hanks said it's a white boy summer.
Yeah, it's back.
Well,
It's
per
back.
Yeah,
use.
it's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Calendar flips to June 1st. White boys.
for the 1,000th consecutive year,
boys
it's a white
up.
boy summer. Let's go. Yeah.
City boys.
What you gotta do now? If you're going like the pickup artist route, which by the way, let's get a pickup artist on the show. I would love to talk to them. Have you ever heard of these guys?
No.
The pickup artists?
No.
Oh, Jerry. They're
Would I like these guys?
They're the funniest. Yeah, I don't know if they're that active anymore because all their tricks.
Do they
died
like
out.
do they give lines for you to use and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's like the entire method.
Oh.
They wrote a book called The Game back in like 2004, and this dude, he's written books for like a lot of different celebrities. He embedded himself with a group of pickup artists that would teach guys. They would do seminars like at hotels by the airport.
Okay.
We're doing a 3-day seminar. We're going to show you how to approach a woman, what to say, how to maintain attraction, how to get her
Wow.
interested, and then we're going to go out and we're going to practice it in public. And then we're going to keep doing it and keep practicing over and over and over again. They wrote a book about it. I read the book because it's fascinating.
Do you think it works?
It does work, but it's very predatory.
Really?
It's very predatory. It's like you need to insult a woman until she feels like she's beneath you, and then she
Oh,
craves
wow.
your approval and your attention, and then you make her think that she's lucky to be even having a conversation with you. You like flip it on her.
That's crazy.
You flip it on her.
I
like
got a funny story. I don't want to cut you off. No, maybe not funny. Actually, I'm not going to say it.
no,
come on,
you say-
Because it's a wrong story. I don't agree with this.
yeah, just tell it.
I want it on record. I don't agree with this.
Okay, it's on record.
I had a friend who cheated on this girl, right? They were together for a while. Cheated on this girl all the time. Eventually, the girl found out. She finds out. She confronts the guy. Shows up at the bar. He's there with the girl. Long story short, he flipped it on her to say pretty much like, oh, the sex has been bad. You haven't been giving me enough attention. That's why I do these things and go out and cheat.
Yeah,
And she totally agreed with him.
yeah. I think a lot of guys that cheat do that if they get
That's
caught.
crazy.
Well, first of all, one thing they'll do is they'll accuse their partner of cheating. They'll get like
True,
really,
yes.
they'll get very paranoid about their partner
Yeah.
cheating on them.
Yeah, he never accused her of cheating. He just said, like, sex has been terrible. You've been, like, not living up to the expectations in the bedroom. That's why I'm out here. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I've been so bad. And maybe we got to switch things up and stuff.
That's the dynamic that the pickup artists
So that's
are
what I'm
going
saying.
for.
That's what I'm, you know.
It's like they have all
Okay.
the dudes have all the power.
Wow.
So they'll say
It worked. They're
Yeah.
still together.
if you're a beautiful woman, if they're still together.
They're still together. Yes. Yes.
I'm sure, I'm sure that she made the sex better, and then he completely stopped cheating on her.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, he didn't.
Yeah, but she
That was
tried.
being sarcastic.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he definitely didn't.
Yeah. So she tried. The whole premise is like if you're a beautiful woman, if you're like a 9 or a 10,
Uh-huh.
what do you hear from every guy that talks to you?
Oh, you're so hot.
Yeah. So how
Love
do you?
to take you to dinner. You're
Yeah.
hot.
And the only way that you can ever like stand out from the crowd, one, you have to be either like a 10 yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps if she like already knows who you are. If
Yeah.
you're like a movie star or something like
Mhm.
that. But their premise is you got to do the opposite of what most guys are
You
saying.
look like shit today?
That's kind of.
What?
Kind of. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but not necessarily saying those words. I mean,
Yeah.
they probably could figure out a way to say those words and have it work. But walk up and be like, I really like that shirt. You should get an iron that goes with it. Like, imply that her shirt's wrinkled. Or this one dude went up to a girl in a bookstore, and she was a Playmate of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hey, I hate to interrupt, but has anyone ever told you have, like, the cutest Bugs Bunny overbite and make her feel self-conscious about herself.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, what? And then she's like, who is this guy that's talking to me that way? Every other guy just swoons when I walk by.
Wow.
And then there's a whole process behind it. And they also say that you should wear ridiculous things. Like the first thing they do when they take a guy out to hit on women, they put like a giant like top hat on him and like goggles around his neck. And they're like, see, now you stand out a little bit. And women will be like, oh, who's that guy with the top hat and the crazy goggles? It's like an entire psychological thing.
Crazy.
But a lot of it gets very, very creepy with how you like demean them and constantly have to like always be focusing of having the upper hand. It's probably not good advice for anyone really, but it definitely doesn't lead itself to good relationships.
Interesting.
But yeah, so back to the original question. I feel like if you strike up a conversation in the waiting area, that's a good place to do it, right?
I feel like that's the best place to do it, like at a gym. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't be the guy that goes up and is like, hey, take your headphones out real quick.
Oh
No, yeah, that is the issue. But in any like meeting area that's not where like the weights and the treadmills and everything else are, I think that's normal.
Or don't look at her ass and then go up to her. Because I see those videos on TikTok all the time of like a girl setting up her camera to watch her form when she's lifting, and then the whole time you just see dudes in the camera.
Oh, what you should do, take a video of her working out, but then post it to criticize her form. Be like, look at this is her first time in the gym. She's so terrible. Then it goes viral, and then you put her in a negative mindset where now she's begging for your approval. One time I was on the treadmill at the gym. This was in Texas, and I was running. And there was a woman that was at the treadmill next to me, and she tapped me on my shoulder after she like slowed down to a walk, and I was like, yeah. And she was wearing the smallest, tiniest sports bra you've ever seen, and she was wearing underwear. She was wearing underwear on the bottom. And I was like, yeah, excuse me. And she was like, can you believe, like, isn't that so rude that men just walk by and stare?
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God this happened. I felt like it was a movie.
Like
There are going to be people that are like, I'll take things that didn't happen for $500, Alex. Swear to God this happened. And she was like, I can't believe men are just like staring at me. They're so rude. And I was just like, well,
staring.
I was like, this is not anybody that I want to have this conversation with right now. So
was it like a social experiment?
That's why for a second I thought like, am I on Boiling Points on MTV? Is there a hidden camera
What would
somewhere?
you do?
What would you do? And I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I just put my headphones on and kept running. But it was very, very bizarre. Like obviously the fact that she asked me about guys staring at her told me that she wanted guys to be staring at her.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Low-key disrespectful too.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Why would she approach you like you're one of them or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you believe these guys? And you're like,
Yeah,
I am guys.
Yeah, maybe I had long hair. Maybe she thought I was a chick, because that does happen from time to time at a restaurant with like a server or somebody coming up from behind.
How you ladies doing tonight?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's happened more than a couple times. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get you ladies started with.
I love Jerry's laugh way more than.
What are we thinking here? A couple of vodka crayons? Oh, I'm sorry,
that's so
sir.
Good. That's so good.
I'll take a just straight whiskey, please.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. It's actually happened a couple times when I'm out with like Hank and Big Cat. We'll be at a dinner. It happened one time in Vegas. We're at a Brazilian steakhouse, and the guy came up behind me. He could see Hank, could see Big Cat. Took their orders, and then he was like, "And ma'am, what'll be for you?" And then I turned around. Whatever.
You were hair down, I assume.
Hair down, yeah, hair down.
Yeah.
So do you normally do that when you're going to dinner or whatever?
Put my hair down?
Yeah.
No. I sometimes.
Well, no, I'm just curious because like I usually don't see you with it total flow like
with
that.
the flow out. Yeah. It happened. I would have my hair down a lot more when I had like full luxurious mane.
Right.
Now it's not so full anymore, so I tie it up sometimes. But yeah, that's always a tough one to get over.
Yeah.
There was a guy. Oh, I caught a guy one time in the supermarket in South Carolina. He was in the deli section.
Mm-hmm.
He's a meat guy, and I was in the frozen. There was like a frozen, like open. I forget what you call those things. They're like in the middle of the aisle. It's where you see like frozen pizzas sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm getting something out of there, and I turn around, and the deli guy was just staring at my ass. And then he looked up, and then he looked up at me, and he was like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Were you just looking at my ass?" He was like, "No, I was." I was like, "Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. It's okay. It's okay."
That's good.
A note on those freezers, by the way. I don't trust them. They're open. It doesn't make sense.
It's where they keep the turkeys.
Yeah, I don't. I want the
ham,
freezers closed.
Mm-hmm. I guess if they're like a high volume item, if it's around Thanksgiving, people are going in there getting turkeys over and over. It's better to put them in that than to have them in like a closed door thing where you're letting all the cold
Right,
air
but
out.
like you said, they put like pizzas and shit in there. Like I don't.
Yeah, I've seen them with shrimp in them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't trust those.
Yeah,
I don't get how it works.
but they're frozen already.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Do you remember the lick and ice cream challenge?
No.
There are people that would go to like convenience stores and supermarkets, and they'd take a half pint off the shelf and like lick the top of it.
Yeah,
and put it back.
jail.
That's
straight to
that's
jail.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's
No
fucked up.
trial, straight to jail. No due process.
That's terrible.
I'd say one step further.
Kill?
Put them in a room with 2 guards. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 doors.
Figure it out.
They would never figure that riddle
No.
out.
What's the length? So if a judge gave you the choice, they said you could go to prison for X number of years, or I'll give you 2 doors. One kills you, one you walk out. What length does that prison sentence have to be for you to pick the second option?
30
Years?
years. Yeah.
I'm way under that.
Really?
Oh, I'm deciding if I could get to 10.
10 years. How old would you be in 10 years?
37.
Yeah, you got a long life
That's
ahead of you.
that's a long 10.
Yeah.
It's also very depressing to hear Big T be like, well, it's got to be 10 years, and then 10 years he'd still be younger than I am. It's like, yeah, I don't want.
Yeah, but you're wiser.
You get wiser in prison. You definitely get wiser in prison.
I don't know. I think I'd get a lot of things in prison, man.
Up the butt.
The prison.
Oh my!
Hello.
What if the prison has TV?
I think most of them do.
They all do now,
But
pretty
you
much.
gotta. If you don't, I feel like I could probably see. Here's where the problem would kick in. I'd have a lot of commissary, and they'd be like, "This guy, we're gonna take
Yeah.
him out."
Yeah.
That would be. I would have the TV. I'd have all the stuff.
No, but if you got a lot of commissary, then you can sell that commissary. You're valuable.
No, then they
It's opposite.
No, 5 of them would come in, and you'd be in trouble.
You think it's the opposite?
Yeah, 100%. Unless you're like standing up for yourself.
You just joined the Aryan Brotherhood, man. You gotta get some protection.
I think I can't respond to that, but I feel like at 10 years I would take the 50-50 shot.
Wow.
All right, do we have another voicemail?
One more, yeah.
Do we have a riddle?
Those were the only riddles we got. Like, the only other riddles that we got were like the horse Friday. The horse runs into town on Friday. And
I don't know that one.
You don't?
Say it.
So a cowboy and his horse.
Oh, Friday's the name of the horse?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just Google a riddle real quick.
Okay.
I want to do one more riddle.
A good riddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Google a
Medium
good
to
riddle.
hard difficulty riddle.
Okay.
Because right now we're 2 for 2 on riddles. Should we just take the dub?
No, I want one more.
Okay.
I like the confidence.
Can we do this voicemail while I find
Yep.
a riddle?
Y'all had a better something?
Hey there, this is Dave from Wyoming, newer Macrodosing, and I'm catching up on the catalog, and it's interesting to listen to some previously said comments and stories. And this last episode, Big T said he would never do a microdose. However, the receipts show on episode 25, when they were talking about mushrooms with Wonton Don and such, that he said at 100,000 K subscribers he would do it, and then he even reaffirmed that the next episode, in episode 26, that he would, and he even described the environment he would do it in. So just curious, want to hold him to his word. I know he's a man of character, and if he would do something he said he would. And secondly, I'm curious, in episode 17, Big T's mom admitted she didn't like Mad Dog, and I'm wondering if that's changed. I think we all like Mad Dog. She's become a key part of the show. So I imagine Big T's mom has come around too. So Love what you guys do. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful.
Okay.
A couple things. One, you didn't listen very closely because that was if we got 100,000 subscribers in a month, which somehow has
Big T, hold on.
transformed.
Before we go there, and we just appreciate my man for being a long time listener. And then he dug up from receipts. That's impressive, man. Shout out to you, buddy.
Well, he said he's going through. He started listening recently, and he's listening from like the beginning.
That's even more impressive. I'd say.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah. Shout out that guy for going way back, like, and also writing down episode 17, episode 25.
When was episode 17?
That's got to be
3 years.
2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
I started episode 15.
Probably about this time in 21.
If I remember, I think that Big T's mom didn't like Mad Dog during the interview process.
Because I swore a lot.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just texted her, do you like Madeline now? But the 100,000 subscribers thing was if we got that in a month, which was like borderline impossible.
Yeah.
And then somehow throughout the years, it's transformed into if we ever get to 100,000, which is not what it was. I'm willing, if we get 100,000 YouTube subscribers, to do something. I don't know what.
Okay.
We will figure something out.
I think you should microdose. Microdosing's nothing.
But the thing was in a month. Anyway, my mom said, haha, yeah, she's pretty cool.
That's great.
I'll take that.
Building bridges.
Okay. I have a couple riddles. They're not as long as the Two Doors one.
Okay, good.
But, yeah, okay. On my way to St. Ides, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Sacks, cats, kits, and wives. How many were going to St. Ides?
What
One.
the
One.
Wait, say it again.
This is why I hate riddles.
On my way to St. Ides, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Sacks, cats, kits, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives?
Yeah, I think you're actually on the right track. It doesn't specify that his wives or their cats were with him.
With him, yeah.
It sounds like you met a liar. Just says you met a dude.
Right.
Doesn't say anything about the wives being there.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, yeah. So 0.
1.
1?
Because the guy was going.
Was it how many
No, how many people were...
No, it's cats. Read the last part again.
Yes.
Sacks, cats, kits, and wives. How many were going to St. Ides?
Oh, okay. So 0. It could be 0.
It's either just the man or
Right.
0.
Gotcha.
The answer is 1.
Yeah, that was way too easy. We need another one.
Okay,
that was
okay,
stupid.
okay.
Too.
I couldn't
no
even
offense.
read that. Okay, sorry. This is from
Yeah, not your fault. You didn't write it.
Ask Old People Reddit. Okay. This one, okay. In a cave there are 100 dwarves. 50 of them wear a red hat. 50 wear a blue hat. No dwarf knows what color his own hat is. They can't take off their hat, nor are there mirrors or other reflective surfaces anywhere. The dwarves are not allowed to talk to each other. The dwarves know that they're supposed to line up in a row, with all of the blue-hatted dwarves together, and next to them all of the red-hatted dwarves together. How do they do it? Also, I think the correct word is little people.
No, dwarves are like a mythical creature.
I don't want to upset the
like
little people community.
Are there? No, I think they're
Sleeping
also.
Beauty.
I think they prefer dwarf.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they prefer dwarf?
I think so.
In this instance, since they live in a cave, I'm assuming it's
Yes,
like the
these
mythical,
are the mythical.
Okay,
dwarf.
yeah.
But yeah, dwarf is fine to say. I think you put one guy in charge.
There's a riddle similar to this of it's only like 4 people, but it's the hat thing, and I forget how it's done.
You put one dwarf in charge, and then he lines them all up and tells them where to stand, and then he stands in the middle.
So you would know that you have 50 and 49.
Yeah.
And then he would know which one his is.
Even if you didn't count, if you just lined them all up and be like, okay, here's all the blue ones, here's where it changes to the red ones. I'm going to stand perfectly in the middle. You'll either be standing right next to a blue hat or red hat.
My understanding of the terminology was there's 2 lines. There's a blue line and a red line.
Okay, yeah, then you count. Yeah, then you're right.
Is that too simplistic?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What's the answer?
2 dwarves line up next to each other. Every next dwarf looks at the line and does the following. If all of the dwarves he sees have the same color hat, he joins the start or the end of the end of the line. If the dwarves have hats of different colors, he stands in between the red and the blue one.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I think our method's better.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Do they know it's 50 and 50?
I think you could surmise that.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You have one guy.
I don't think
place
that's
them.
supposed to be the answer, but it is an answer.
Yeah. I think it's a better answer. Okay. Well, that was the riddle episode. Thank you guys for your voicemails, and we'll see you guys on Thursday for a regularly scheduled macrodosing. Love you guys.